Hey guys, it's Imani. Sorry for the bad lighting. I'm in the kitchen, and it's the best it's gonna get for right now. So, it's been a long time since I did a pregnancy symptoms video, and I feel like I need to update you on my symptoms before I'm laying in the hospital bed. So, I am 37 and 2 days today. Yeah, 37 and 2 days today. It's Wednesday, November 4th. This election got me biting my nails, honey. Figuratively, not literally, because I don't do that. But let me just jump right into my symptoms. The last week that I told you guys my symptoms was 22 weeks. So we have a lot to cover. If I'm looking off to the side, I'm looking at my computer because that's where I have my notes with my symptoms. Okay, let's go all the way back to week 23. Okay, so for I said week 23, honey. So for week 23, I said, I'm going to read what I said, then I'm going to elaborate a little bit if there's a need to elaborate. Week 23, my stomach has been feeling off, like not nauseous, but sick. It's been feeling like this for 3 days straight. I don't know how to describe, it's like, I'm not, okay. For example, if you get car sick from reading in a car and your stomach has that feeling, it's not a nauseous feeling, it's just a weird kind of feeling. That's the feeling I was talking about. And then TMI, one day, excuse me, one of the days during my 23rd week, I was pooping a lot, and I said I pooped 4 times that day, and almost pooped myself. I said I've been lightheaded and feeling like I had to faint. I had some pain in my ribs. It's my upper right rib. That's where I, like when I have pain in my ribs, that's where it would be. I said, Emmy, have we said her name? I think we said her name. It's fine, whatever. I said, Emmy is mad active, and I can now feel when she rolls over and changes positions. So it started transitioning from just little kicks here and there to now just movements, you know. I said I noticed a little teeny weeny stretch mark on my upper thigh and my hip. A lot of round ligament pain on my lower stomach, and my inner thighs are constantly sore. So that was week 23. Now moving on to week 24. I said I have round ligament pain in my lower belly still, a small amount of heartburn, just the tiniest amount. I felt like I was in the nesting phase. I was starting to get in the nesting phase slowly, excuse me, because I wanted to start building things and having things prepared. I was growing very impatient, and I was only 24 weeks. I said it hurts to laugh because she's in my ribs. And now when she stretches, I feel her on both sides of my stomach. And that was the week that I found out that I had a UTI. Honey, okay, let me tell you. When I went to that appointment, at the end of the appointment, after we checked her heartbeat and everything, my midwife was like, does it burn when you pee? And I was like, no, is it supposed to? And she was like, well, because we saw some bacteria in your urine, and we were going to send it off to the lab to get it tested to see if it's actually a UTI or not. And I was like, oh yeah, no, it doesn't burn when I pee. And she was like, okay, well, that's good. So then they sent it off to the lab, and a couple days later, my results came back, and I did test positive for having a UTI. I can't remember the exact name of it, the bacteria that was in my urine. But I then had a virtual meeting with someone explaining to me what everything means, and that I was going to be getting antibiotics that I have to take twice a day for 7 days, I think it was. And I was very worried because I didn't want to take any type of medication during this pregnancy because I didn't want anything to harm her. So I asked a lot of questions. I was like, is this safe? Is this safe? But she assured me that everything was fine. I took my antibiotics. Everything was perfectly fine. And my UTI left. Okay. Week 25. All I said was I started snoring and that my back pain was on 100. That was it for week 25. Week 26. One part of my back hurts. It started hurting constantly, and that was like this part, not my lower back, not my upper back, more so in the middle, right there, and it hurt all the time. Every single time I sat down, no matter what position I was in, it hurt really bad. I said my appetite was starting to pick back up, and I ate a whole pizza in one day, which is something I've never done before. So, yeah, I think my appetite was definitely back. I said I sleep most comfortably on my right side now, which is still true. And I still find myself sleeping on my right side the most, but like when I wake up and I'm on my right side, I flip to my left because I know the left is the best side. But it's just so much more comfortable on my right for some reason. I don't know why. I said my hips don't hurt when I sleep anymore. And baby moves a lot when I am pooping. I would say TMI, but I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you're pregnant. So I need to tell you everything I've been going through, no matter how nasty it is. So week 27, I said I can feel baby moving a lot more because she was getting bigger. I actually see her moving around, like see her body parts moving around. And her moving around tickles me sometimes, is what I said. Because it was ticklish, like when she would move in certain places. Okay, so that was week 27. And my next update wasn't until 29 weeks. So I started kind of, I skipped 28, whatever. But 29 weeks, I said my energy is still here. I'm feeling more insecure about my body. That was back then. Now I've grown to embrace my body a little bit. Still certain parts I am not a fan of. But that's what comes with creating life and the miracle of life. So I'm really, no matter how my body looks, I'm still very fortunate and blessed to be able to carry a child and have a healthy child. So my insecurities, I'm not even fazed by them anymore. I used to get sad and cry when I looked at my body or thought about my body, but I don't anymore. And Jermaine is always reassuring me and saying I still look very beautiful and yada. And at this time I had a constant eyelid twitch in my right eye, and it was so annoying. It happened all the time. Sometimes even now when I blink hard, it'll twitch like a little bit, but that's it. I said my stretch marks are starting to show a little bit on my side, and I see stretch marks when the light is shown by my belly button. I'll insert pictures of my stretch marks too as I'm mentioning them, because I took pictures throughout and they kind of progressed pretty fast. Now on to 30 weeks. I said I sneeze at least 3 times a day. My ears feel blocked at random times of the day. Like if you were to drive through the mountains and then your ears would have that pressure in them, that's what I felt. And I couldn't pop them like I normally do. I said my body odor is different, and it's been this way since the beginning of pregnancy. I'm always hot. I'm sweating in my crevices all the time now. And I said my discharge is picked up, so there's a lot of discharge. And I get congested when I sleep sometimes. And then this is when this is when I documented that I have perineum pain that's been going on for weeks, but I just found out the name for it. So I have pelvic pain down there, and it's really in my perineum area, and it feels like my muscle is being pulled, or like a bone is being pulled or something every single time I move, sit down, try to get up, anything. And it used to just be in the morning, but I would stop right there. It used to just be strictly in the morning for only an hour or two. Then it go away for the rest of the day. So to 31 weeks. I said I'm still experiencing my pelvic pain. My stomach looks like it's starting to drop. I have random lower back pain that hits me for a little bit. My eye is still twitching. I have no heartburn, and I had very sharp gas pain one night, but I think that just had to do with what I was eating. Yeah. 32 weeks. I said I had chest pain, frequent urination, some gas pains that came and went, no pelvic pain this week, and fruit punch was a hard craving that I started craving, and I wanted it all the time. Another craving that I had was waffles. I wanted Waffle House every single day. Okay, I wanted it every single morning. Not anymore, but those were 2 hard cravings around that time. And now at 33 weeks, let's see. This week was kind of weird because I started getting a lot of boogers, and they kept blocking the back of my right nostril. And I kept having to clean it, but it would come right back full force, like I never cleaned it. And whenever I would clean it and like take the booger out, I would feel like it was connected to something like way back here, and it was the weirdest thing. And I said I'm experiencing what I think is Braxton Hicks, but I don't know. I don't think I had Braxton Hicks. I don't even know what I was talking about, because I don't know. Because I'm sure if you have Braxton Hicks, you'll know or have some type of feeling, but I don't have any type of feeling. I don't know. And I said below my belly button has been very itchy. We're gonna revisit that later on, okay? 34 weeks, the boogers have stopped. My belly feels so heavy. Lower belly itches so bad. Really bad back pain on my right side that wakes me up at night. And she's head down, and that could be why I'm experiencing my back pain. So when I would sleep on my right side, I would wake up in the middle of the night, and like the pain in like my lower right back area hurt so bad. And it happened 3 nights consecutively, but then it went away. But that was 35 weeks. I said my stretch marks just popped up overnight. We're gonna get into that. Back pain comes and goes. I threw up a lot. This was the night we had a game night, and I think I probably threw up because I was yelling and, you know, having fun at my game night. I started peeing a lot more. I said I can breathe better. So she released some pressure on my lungs. And then I put pups, question mark, because my inner thighs, my hamstrings, the back of my arms, and my elbow, wrist, and fingers started itching. So I thought I had pups. And if you don't know what pups is a rash, a pregnancy rash that you get, and you get a lot of little bumps that come with it, which is what I had. And so it can last up until after you give birth, like a few weeks after you give birth, but it's a lot. So yeah, that's what I put. Keep that in mind. Let's go to 36 weeks. I said the rashes have taken over. That's literally my only problem. She's moving a lot. And then later on in that week, I said rashes have started to become less severe. My stretch marks are fading. My pelvic pain is happening throughout the whole day now, and not just in the morning. And I went to the doctor, I had my appointment, and I got tested for group B strep. And then later on, I found out I was positive. Let's go to 37 weeks. My itch went away for the most part. Back pain after I pee every single time. I have pelvic pain throughout the day still, and my belly feels heavy. So that's where we are today. Now let me explain the pups situation and how I feel about being group B strep positive. So pups. I emailed my provider and told them what I was experiencing, but nobody emailed me back. So I didn't ask. So I waited till my appointment, which was a couple days after that, to ask if I had pups, or to say that I feel like I possibly have pups and that I want to get tested for ICP. And if you don't know what ICP is, it's basically the same thing as pups. However, you don't get visible rashes. And that could be a problem because that means that your liver is leaking bile. And it can get into the amniotic fluid and be very harmful for baby. So then you would have to get induced between 36 and 37 weeks. And at that point, I was 36 weeks. So I went in there, and she looked at my inner thighs, which were very, the rashes were like, it was bad. It looked bad. And she was like, I don't think this is pups. She said, this looks more like a contact dermatitis. And then she asked me if I switched detergents. And I was like, yeah, I did like a couple weeks ago. And she was like, that's probably what it is. Try switching back to your old detergent and see if that helps you. And she was like, because pups usually starts in the lower belly, which it did for me. And it grows in your stretch marks, which is why your stretch marks are like very, very itchy and inflamed. And that's what my stretch marks were, which is why I thought it was pups. So I'm gonna insert pictures too. These are my stretch marks when I said they grew overnight, but that's when they were like very inflamed and extremely itchy and they had little bumps in them. So that's them. And then yeah, I changed my detergent and I started putting olive oil on my belly because I read that that helps with new fresh stretch marks. And once I started putting olive oil on my belly, I literally started seeing my stretch marks fade like the day after. And I kept putting it on, and they were fading even more. And this is what they look like now. So, yeah, that's what I've been experiencing. I am so ready to get baby girl out of me. You don't even understand. We are so close to the finish line. I feel like she's gonna come in my 38th week. And if not, then early 39th week. Either way, I feel like she's gonna come early before her due date, which is the 23rd of November. And right now we're on November 4th. So I will keep you guys updated. I'm probably gonna put this video out next. And I'm in the process of editing all of the videos I've been recording over this period of time. So the videos after this are going to be pre-recorded, but I'm trying to catch up so that way when I am in labor and delivery, I can just upload that video and not have to worry about all the ones prior. So I have this video. I'm in the middle of editing our stroller unboxing video, so that'll come out next. And then our house tour. Well, no, I'm gonna do our house tour and then our unboxing video. And then whatever little footage I have in between, I think it's the gender reveal. But really, there's really no point in doing that because I've been saying the gender this whole time. So honestly, she's a girl. Her name is Emery Surya Sumter. Emery meaning brave and powerful. It's German. Surya meaning sun bright and glowing. And it's a Spanish origin, the way that it's spelled. But that's, I thought that was really cool because I got Surya from Jermaine's middle name, which is Cirillo, which is also his grandfather's name. And I wanted to like change it up, make it girly. So I got Surya, which still happened to be of Spanish origin, which I thought was really, really cool. And then her last name. So that's all I have. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, let me do a bump shot. So as you can see, my shirt doesn't fit. I gotta be on my tiptoes. So this is my bump. And you can see my stretch marks over there, but Ouch. Here she is in all of her glory. All right, bye guys.